Have a nice day, my dear students. This is my lecture 2 of electric circuit theory according to your course, and your course code is PCEE301. And myself, Mr. Santanu Noskar, Assistant Professor of Electrical Department, GKCEM JIS Group. My mail ID is santanu.uyt@gmail.com and santanu.noskar_gkcem@jisgroup.org. And this is my Facebook page, Being Electrify with Santanu. If you want to contact me, you can mail in these two IDs, and also you can go through this Facebook page. So let's start. First of all, you have to go through your course. So this is your name of the course, Electric Circuit Theory, course code which I have already told you, PCEE301, semester 3rd, duration 6 months, maximum marks of exam 100 marks, examination scheme, mid-semester exam 15 marks, assignment and quiz 10 marks, attendance 5 marks, end semester exam 70 marks. And teaching scheme is theory. There are 3 hours lecture per week and 1 hours tutorial per week, and practical 2 hours per week, and your credit point is 4+1. So what is the objective of this course? To understand the structure and properties of different types of electric circuit network and source. Number 2, to apply different mathematical tools and techniques for analyzing electrical network. Number 3, to apply electric analysis technique to simplify electrical networks and to solve problems of electrical circuit. So these are your content. In your unit 1, there is introduction course which I have already covered in my lecture. Here I have covered continuous, discrete, fixed time, varying, linear, nonlinear, signal system, step, ramp, impulse, sinusoidal, squared, sawtooth signal. And in my lecture 2, I want to cover the coupled circuit. After this, I will cover graph theory, Laplace, Fourier, network theorem, two-port, and filter circuit. So let's start with the coupled circuit. So what is coupled circuit? An electric coupled circuit is said to be coupled circuit when there exists a mutual inductance between the coils or inductor present in that circuit. Coil is nothing but the series combination of resistor and inductor. In the absence of resistor, coil becomes inductor. Sometimes the terms coil and inductor, sometimes terms coil and inductor are interchangeably used. In this chapter, first let us discuss about the classification of coupling, or you can say types of coupling. So there are 2 types of coupling, and we can classify the coupling into following 2 categories, like electrical coupling and magnetic coupling. And both coupling have coupling adding type and coupling opposing type. In both electrical coupling and magnetic coupling have both type of coupling adding type, coupling opposing type. So first, electrical coupling. An electrical coupling occurs when there exists a physical connection between 2 coils or inductor. This coupling can be of either adding type or opposing type. It is based on whether the current enters at the dotted terminal or leaves from the dotted terminal. So first, electrical adding type coupling. So electrical coupling, or maybe it's called electrical adding type coupling. So consider the following electric circuit which is having two inductor that are connected in series. Since the two inductor, please go through this circuit. Since the two inductor are connected in series, the same current I flows through both inductor having self-inductance L1 and L2. In this case, the current I enter at the dotted terminal of each inductor. Hence, the induced voltage in each inductor will be having positive polarity at the dotted terminal due to the current flowing in another coil. So, if we apply around the loop the KVL, that means I am applying KVL around the loop in this circuit or network. Then what happened? Then go through this equation. V minus L1 di by dt minus M di by dt minus L2 di by dt minus M di by dt equals to 0. Then V equals to L1 di by dt plus L2 di by dt plus 2M di by dt. So here V equals to, within bracket, L1 plus L2 plus 2M di by dt. From this above equation is in the form of V equals to L equivalent di by dt. Therefore, equivalent inductance of series combination of inductors shown in this figure, which is L equivalent equals to L1 plus L2 plus 2M. In this case, equivalent inductance has been increased by 2M. Hence, the above electrical circuit is an example of electrical coupling which is of adding type. Now, go through the coupling of opposing type. So, again consider the following electric circuit which is having two inductors that are connected in series. So, in this circuit, the current I enters at the dotted terminal of the inductor having an inductance of L1. Hence, it induces a voltage in the other inductor having an inductance of L2. So, positive polarity of the induced voltage is present at the dotted terminal of this inductor. In this circuit, the current I leaves from the dotted terminal of the inductor having an inductance of L2. Hence, it induces a voltage in the other inductor having an inductance of L1. So, negative polarity of the induced voltage is present at the dotted terminal of this inductor. So, if we apply KVL around the loop of this circuit or network, here go through this equation. V minus L1 into di by dt plus M into di by dt minus L2 di by dt plus M di by dt equals to 0. Or we can write V equals to L1 di by dt plus L2 di by dt minus 2M di by dt equals to, we can write also V equals to L1 plus L2 minus 2M di by dt. The above equation is in form of V equals to L equivalent di by dt. Therefore, the equivalent inductance of series combination of inductors shown in this figure, which is L equivalent equals to L1 plus L2 minus 2M. So, in this case, the equivalent inductance has been decreased by 2M. Hence, the above electrical circuit is an example of electrical coupling which is of opposing type. Then go through the magnetic coupling. Magnetic coupling occurs when there is no physical connection between two coils or inductor. This coupling can be of either adding type or opposing type, like electrical coupling. It is based on whether the current enters at the dotted terminal or leaves from the dotted terminal. So, go through magnetic. magnetic coupling adding time. Consider the following electrical equivalent circuit of transformer. It is having two coils and these are called primary and secondary coils. In my electrical machine lecture, I discussed about the transformer. Okay, so the current flowing through primary and secondary coils are I1 and I2. Please go through this picture respectively. In this case, this current enter at the dotted terminal of respective coils. Hence, the induced voltage in each coil will be having positive polarity at the dotted terminal due to the current flowing in another coil. So we are again applying KVL around primary coil. So what happened? V1 minus L1 di1 by dt minus M di2 by dt equals to 0. Then V1 equals to L di by I1 by dt plus M di2 by dt. This is equation 1. Then apply KVL around secondary coils. V2 equals V2 minus L2 di2 by dt minus M di1 by dt equals to 0, or we can write V2 equals to L2 di2 by dt plus M di1 by dt. This is equation 2. In equation 1 and equation 2, the self-induced voltage and mutually induced voltage have the same polarity. Hence, the above transformer circuit is an example of magnetic coupling, which is of adding type. Then go through the magnetic coupling opposing type. Consider the following electrical equivalent circuit of transformer. The current flowing through primary and secondary coils are I1 and I2 respectively. In this case, the current I1 enters at the dotted terminal of primary coil. Hence, it induces a voltage in secondary coil. So, positive polarity of the induced voltage is present at the dotted terminal of the secondary coil. In this circuit, the current I2 leaves from the dotted terminal of secondary coil. Hence, it induces a voltage in primary coil. So, negative polarity of the induced voltage is present at the dotted terminal of the primary coil. Again, we are applying KVL around the primary coil. So, what happened? Look here. V1 minus L1 di1 by dt plus M di2 by dt equals to 0, or we can write V1 equals to L di1 by dt minus M di2 by dt equals to equation 3. Now applying KVL around the secondary coil. So V2 minus L2 di2 by dt plus M di1 by dt equals to 0. Okay, then V2 equals to L2 di2 by dt minus M di1 by dt, which is equation 4. I rewrite this equation 2 times. Okay, this. So in equation 3 and equation 4, self-induced voltage and mutually induced voltage are having opposite polarity. Hence, the Above transformer circuit is an example of magnetic coupling which is of opposing type. Before going to the next slide, I want to say you something that I have written this equation two times in my slide, so it should be one time. Okay, this also magnetic coupling adding type, and here also. Okay, so now come to the self inductance. So what is self inductance? Self inductance, or in other words inductance of the coil, is defined as the property of the coil due to which it opposes the change of current flowing through it. Inductance is attained by a coil due to self-induced EMF produced in the coil itself by changing the current flowing through it. If a current in the coil is increasing, the self-inductance EMF in the coil will oppose the rise of current. That means the direction of the induced EMF is opposite to the applied voltage. If the current in the coil is decreasing, the EMF induced in the coil is in such a direction as to oppose the fall of current. This means that the direction of the self-inductance in self-induced EMF is same as that of the applied voltage. Self-inductance does not prevent the change of current, but it delays the change of current flowing through it. This property of the coil only opposes the changing current, which means alternating current, and does not affect the steady current, that is direct current, when flows through it. The unit of inductance is Henry, which is denoted by H. Now here go through the expression of self-inductance. You can determine the self-inductance of a coil by the following expression, where E equals to L di by dt or L equals to E by di dt. The expression is used when the magnitude of self-induced EMF E in the coil and rate of change of current di dt is known. So that should be known. Putting the following value in the above equation, E equals to 1 volt and di by dt equals to 1 ampere per second, then the value of inductance will be 1 Henry. Okay, so if we value this 1 voltage and this is 1 ampere per second, then the value will be 1 Henry. Hence, from the above derivation, a statement can be given that a coil is said to have an inductance of 1 Henry if an EMF of 1 volt is induced in it, when the current flowing through it changes the rate of 1 ampere per second. So now the expression for self-inductance can also be given as E equals to L di by dt equals to d by dt Li, also E equals to N d phi by dt equals to d by dt within bracket N phi. So Li equals to N phi here, or L equals to N phi by I Henry, where N equals to number of turns of coil, phi equals to magnetic flux, I equals to current flowing through the coil. From the above discussion, the following points can be drawn about self-inductance. What are they? The value of inductance will be high if the magnetic flux is stronger for the given value of current. The value of inductance also depend upon the material of the core and the number of turns in the coil or solenoid. The higher will be the value of the inductance in Henry, the rate of change of current will be lower. 1 Henry is also equal to 1 Weber per ampere. Okay, so this is self inductance. Now come to the next slide, which is definition of mutual inductance. So what is mutual inductance? Mutual inductance is a phenomenon when a coil gets induced in EMF across it due to rate of change of current in adjacent coil in such a way that the flux of one coil current gets linkage of another coil. Now the definition of mutual inductance. Mutual inductance is the ratio between induced EMF across a coil to the rate of change of current of another adjacent coil. Go through this fig. So if this is M of a coil, mutual inductance, so EMF induced in the coil and dit by dt, that's mean rate of change of current. Okay, now whenever there is a time varying current in a coil, the time varying flux will link with the coil itself and will cause self inductance EMF across the coil. This EMF is viewed as a voltage drop across the coil or inductor. But it is not practical that a coil gets linked only with its own changing flux. When a time varying current flows in another coil placed nearby the first one, then the flux produced by the second coil may also link the first one. This varying flux linkage from the coil will also induce EMF across the first coil. This phenomenon is called mutual inductance, and the EMF induced in one coil due to time varying current flowing in other coil is called mutually induced EMF. If the first coil is also connected to the time varying source, the net EMF of the first coil is the resultant of self-induced and mutually induced EMF. Now come to the next slide. Coefficient of mutual inductance, induction or mutual inductance. Let us consider one coil of self-inductance L1 and another coil of self-inductance L2. Okay, now please go through this fig. Your all idea about mutual inductance will be clear. I am very sure about this. Let us consider one coil of self-inductance L1 and another coil of self-inductance L2. Now we will also consider that there is a low reluctance magnetic core which couples these both coil in such a way that entire flux created by one coil will link the other coil. Okay, that means there will be no leakage of flux in the system. Okay, now we will apply a time varying current at coil 1, keeping the coil 2 open circuit. So go through this next picture. Coil 1 is, we will apply a time varying current in coil 1 and the coil 2 open circuit. Then the voltage induced across the coil 1 will be L1 dit by dt. Okay, now we will keep the first coil open and apply time varying current in coil 2. Go through this picture. Now the flux produced by coil 2 will link coil 1 through the magnetic core, and a result, the EMF induced in the coil 1 will be M di2 within bracket T dt. Okay, here M is the coefficient of mutual induction. His M is the coefficient of mutual induction, or in short, mutual inductance. Now, without disturbing the source at coil 2, we connect a time varying current source across the coil 1. In that situation, there will be a self-induced EMF across the coil 1. Due to its own current and also mutually induced EMF across the coil 1 for the current in coil 2, so the resultant EMF induced in the coil 1 is L1 di1 t by dt plus M di2 t by dt. Okay, this total. So this plus this equals to this. Now mutually induced EMF may be either additive or subtractive. That's why we put the plus minus situation. Okay, depending on the polarity of the coil. The expression of M is root over L1 L2. This expression is justified only entire flux created by one coil will link another coil, but practically it not always possible to link entire flux of one coil to another. The value of actual mutual inductance depends on the actual amount of flux of one coil link another. Here K is the coefficient which must be multiplied with M to derive actual value of mutual inductance. So go to the next slide. Now we will discuss about the dot convention, or we can say the different type of magnetic coupled circuit. So if a current go through this two picture, if a current entering the dotted terminal or leaving the undotted terminal of one coil produce an open circuit voltage in other coil which is positive at the dotted end or negative at the undotted end, as shown in figure 1 figure AB. Now go through this CD. If a current entering the undotted terminal or leaving the dotted terminal of one coil produce an open circuit voltage in other coil which is positive at the undotted end or negative at the dotted end, as shown in the figure C and D. So for figure So go through the actual all possible combination of dot convention or modeling of a coupled circuit. So first go through this figure A. In figure A, what happened? E1t equals to L1 dit by dt plus M into di2t by dt, and E2t equals to L2 di2t by dt plus M di1t by dt. Now figure B, E1t equals to L1 di1t dt minus M di2t dt, or e to t equals to L to di to t dt minus m di1 t dt. Now figure C. What happened? E1t equals to L1 di1t by dt plus m di2t by dt, or E2t equals to L2 plus di2t by dt plus m di1t by dt. Now the last figure, what happened? E1t equals to L1 di1t dt minus m di2t dt, and E2t equals to L di2t by dt minus m di1t by dt. So this is the all possible combination of dot convention and the modeling of coupled circuit. Okay, so dot convention for two magnetic coupled circuit. What happened? Direction of dots, direction of currents, mutual inductance, 3 row here in the column. Look over this, same positive, opposite, same negative, same opposite, negative, opposite, opposite, positive. Okay, now reference of this subject, you can go through this book. This is a very good book for circuit and system. This is an old book written by K.M. Soni, Circuit and System. This book is also very good book, Circuit Theory, Analysis and Synthesis by Abhijit Chakraborty, Dhanpat Rai Company. This is also very good book, Circuit Theory and Network, S.P. Ghosh, A.K. Chakraborty, for MacOut or WBT. And this reference site, NPTEL video lecture by IIT and Electrical for You and Circuit Globe. So thank you. This is my Facebook page, Being Electrify with Santanu, and this is my YouTube channel, Being Electrify. You can subscribe my channel for more electrical related videos, and you can like my page. So thank you.